Hello, what's up? Welcome back to another video. I noticed looking back at my last upload, everybody was like, where are you? I failed to mention in that video that I am off grid with my family for the week, but I thought it was a perfect time to talk about this specific topic because we are in such an interesting time. And this is something I get a lot of hate about, and I think that that is so interesting. So let's dive in. It seems to be a diss that I live with my parents in my 20s. Like I should be ashamed and embarrassed living with my parents at my age. I'm gonna cover three things. And the first one is, when did this become embarrassing? Women have always typically lived with their parents until they get married. Only a small percentage of women attended college. In 1960, only 5% from age 18 to 34-year-old women attended college. What was on their minds was family. They stayed with their family until they were ready to go build their own family. Then the feminist movement. I feel like I'll be saying that a lot on this channel. Then the feminist movement brought about a desire for women to want to go to college and have their own career. We're also finding out now how many colleges were involved in indoctrinating an entire generation of men and women. And I'm kind of glad that I personally didn't go. Not knocking education. I believe we need college to do certain things that we want to do with our lives. I just think there's so many people going just to go, and that would have been me. So I'm not knocking education, just highlighting on the product that we see coming out of the colleges today. But this made it that women didn't get married till much later in their lives. Number two, I left home on my 18th birthday. I've had my own apartment from the age of 18 to 24. And why did I have my own apartment? Because I fell into a stigma that if I still lived at home, that would be embarrassing. I didn't feel that way at 18. I just wanted to explore and be independent. But when I was 21, I wouldn't come back home. Coming back home was beneath me. Now, the older I've gotten and the more that my brain has started to come in, a fully developed brain, I realized how ridiculous this is. Why was I throwing away money for no reason? And to even add up the numbers of how much money I wasted just because of a stigma, just because of social pressure, that is embarrassing. My family desires to make my life easier. And you know what? That is something I thank God for. And I understand that not everyone is in the same position as me. Sadly, a lot of parents kick their kids out at 18. But why would I choose to spend thousands a month when my family doesn't desire that for me and wishes to help me? All on top of not knowing how much longer I really have with my parents, how much more time they have on this earth. Before I get married, I'm able to spend this time with them and create memories. Why would I choose to not do that? Okay, wrapping this all up in number three. And it's gonna be a question. Are we living in the same world? Have you looked around? Do you have any idea how many people my age are apartment locked? They are paying $1,500 to $2,300 a month, and they are only making that much. So they can never save up enough to go out and get a house because inflation is widespread across the country of America. People are struggling, and there's many families now that are opening their doors and inviting their kids back in because their kids can't make it. It's almost like there really isn't too much of a middle class anymore. You're either struggling or you're perfectly fine. I guess my point of making this video is can we make living with our parents cool again? As it came with struggles after living on my own for 5 years and then moving back into the home of my parents, you bet there were struggles, you bet there was doors slammed, you bet there was fights. It was rough, and there was definitely a handful of times that I contemplated leaving. But instead, I humbled myself and I let God produce patience in me with a situation that seemed to suck at the time, but at the end of the day became a blessing. I became so wrapped up in the world for so long. I felt I needed to do what everybody else was doing and that I needed to portray a certain lifestyle on social media, and in reality that is such a stupid reason. So hi, I'm Taylor and I live with my parents, and in 2024 I call that a blessing. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, you might as well subscribe. Okay, I love you guys. God bless you and have an amazing day. See ya.